Hello guys, and today we are doing another album review, and in this album review, we're going to continue in the Kiss album lineup, and next in line, of course, is Music from the Elder. So, there's the cover, pretty much, it's like a door knocker. It's the back. Alright. So, there's a lot to talk about with this specific album. But before we get into that, as always, I'm going to show you the insides and stuff of the case first. There's the CD, as you can see. And I'm going to try to show you the inside of the little booklet. It's kind of hard to get out, so sorry about that, but there we go. Alright. So, if you open it up, you get some crediting and stuff. And there's a little candle with a table and a little bit of some words and stuff. Kind of interesting. Might as well note that we officially have a new member in the band at this time. So, Peter Criss, he left the band. Well, he got kind of kicked out of the band, actually. And when that happened, on the Unmasked tour, the previous tour, basically, Kiss had Eric Carr on the drums. So, even though Peter Criss was credited on the album, he didn't play on the album, he was credited on the album, put on the cover. He wasn't on the tour. So, yeah, really, Peter Criss had nothing to do with the Unmasked album or tour. So, yeah. Eric Carr became the Fox character. While Peter Criss was the cat character, he became the Fox. So, that was what his costume was. So, yeah, this is his first album that he played on. And this was produced by Bob Ezrin, and if you don't know who that is, he produced Destroyer, which was probably their biggest studio album of all time. So, but let's get into this. So, first of all, right off the bat, this is probably my least favorite Kiss album. Out of every album that's on, this is probably my least favorite. It does have a few good songs, but overall, the feel of the album just doesn't feel like Kiss to me. This is a concept album, so there's actually a story behind the album. And there was actually going to be a movie to go along with this, but the album sold so bad that they decided to scrap the idea of the movie and just continue. So, yeah. Ace Frehley didn't have much to do with this album either, and he's going to be leaving the band soon, too. So, he did play some on this album, but there was some session work, I believe, as well. And mainly because I think Ace didn't like the idea of doing this concept album. He wasn't huge on the idea. He wanted to do a hard rock album. So, yeah. So, let's go through the songs. Fanfare is not an actual song. It's just a little intro. It's a, orchestra intro you just sort of hear before all the rest of the songs start. So, it's not a real song. It's, just an intro. Just a Boy is the first song. It's decent. It's definitely different. Right off the bat, you can hear how this album is gonna be. So yeah, Odyssey. Decent. Only You. Pretty good song. A little bit lifeless, but Under the Rose, good song. Dark Light, one of the best. World Without Heroes, good song. The Oath is a good song. Mr. Blackwell, pretty good. Escape from the Island. Damn. And good song. And Dark Light and Under the Rose are probably my favorites. And maybe The Oath, too. But the album, the entire feel, when you listen to this album all the way through, when you can listen to some of these songs individually and be like, okay, some of these are pretty good. But when you hear the entire thing through, it just does not feel like Kiss. All their other albums have something that this doesn't. Even Kiss themselves don't like this album. It was a wrong thing to do at the wrong time. With Unmasked, Kiss didn't like the sound on Unmasked that much. No, not Kiss. Sorry, the fans didn't like the sound of Unmasked that much. So they kind of thought Kiss sold out. It's up to you whether you agree with that or not, but Kiss, a lot of fans had actually given up on Kiss and didn't buy this album when it came out because, you know, and the people who didn't like this album. So, Kiss themselves nowadays say that they hate this album pretty much. They, at this point, they make jokes about it, but yeah, they changed their hair for this album. They cut their hair short, and Paul Stanley even wore a headband. So yeah, it was getting interesting. Gene Simmons' hair was very short. Eric Carr, Eric Carr's hair wasn't that different. It was just a little bit shorter, and Ace's was short. So yeah, they'd go back to their signature look after this album, but if you watch the videos, it's definitely interesting. They didn't do a tour to support this album because poor album sales. Apparently, like right after this album came out, they were already thinking about Creatures. Like they wanted to just get straight into their next album, Creatures of the Night. We'll be reviewing that in the next episode. But yeah, this is just not a good time for Kiss because Kiss is not selling good. So they've lost some respect from their fans at this point. But overall, it's not terrible. But in comparison to their other albums, it's my least favorite. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up this review. If you liked it, hit the like button down below, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye, guys.